Hey there, my silly little geese. It's your favorite life coach, here to sprinkle some wisdom into your life. So you're feeling burnt out, overwhelmed, and even though you spent half your day doing nothing, you're somehow still exhausted. Yeah, we're about to kick that nonsense right out the window. And no, I'm not about to tell you to go on some wild social media detox and cut off your daily dose of memes. Instead, I've got a trick that'll make you feel alive, get more done, and still leave room for the fun stuff. You see, most people are out here winging it like, I'll just see where the day takes me. And guess what? The day usually takes them straight to Depression City. You, my friend, are about to get a first-class ticket out of there. Here's the secret. Keep your time slots full. Yes, that's it. It sounds simple, but let me explain. Start by filling your schedule with the important stuff first. You know, the things that actually need to get done. Studying, working, saving the world, whatever your definition of productive is. Now, here's the key. Don't stick to one thing for too long until you burn out. That's the old way. Instead, juggle between a few tasks. If you're working, dedicate 2 hours to one task, then switch it up. If you're studying, pick a different subject. Finish one chunk and then move on to another aspect of your work. If you work a 9-to-5 job and think that getting to your home means it's the end of your day, you're in dangerous territory. Leaving time slots empty leads to many problems, my friend. So, after work, jump into a side hustle or passion project. Now you must be thinking, that's a lot of work. And I agree, but hang on with me for a bit. Once your important hour blocks are set, fill the remaining slots with the next most important things, self-care and chores. And these aren't about spending long hours wearing face masks and enjoying bubble baths. It could be something as simple as cutting your nails, doing the dishes, taking a shower, or organizing your space. But wait, isn't that like super robotic? Sure, it might sound that way, but here comes the game changer. Instead of leaving the rest of the free slots as your fun time, you'll fill them with your favorite fun activities. Feel free to schedule in your hobbies, games, TV shows, social media, whatever you like. Yes, you can scroll Instagram guilt-free if it's in the plan. See? You don't need a social media detox. You just need a social media schedule. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Sneak fun stuff into your day to keep things exciting. For example, schedule a little video game session after getting home from work. Then you can continue with your chores, self-care, and side hustle. Following this structure doesn't just clear out burnout, it eliminates all that tension, worry, and confusion that usually clogs up your brain. Ironically, you'll start to feel more alive because you're being intentional with your time, whether it's for work or for fun. The same goes for your weekends. Instead of labeling them as entirely free to do whatever I want days, keep those time slots full too. Fill them up with something fun, maybe video games, catching up with friends, or that new hobby you've been meaning to try for the last 5 years. And of course, balance it out by having a little time for chores and self-care. Repeat this formula, and suddenly, weekends are rejuvenating rather than exhausting. As a bonus, you'll feel like they lasted a lot longer too. Alright, so, what's the point of all this? Well, aside from the fact that you'll feel more energized, you'll actually have time to do all the things you never thought you could fit in. And as a bonus, your social life will improve big time. You know the difference between talking to someone after a lazy day of watching Netflix versus after a day where you've been productive. Yeah, you're more confident, more interesting, and have more to talk about when you're investing in yourself. Socializing becomes a breeze because you're coming from a place of fulfillment and achievement, not from a place of guilt and regret. But the key is to not plan your day in your head. If you do, you're overusing that 3-pound matter in your head called the brain to keep track of your daily schedule. Sure, if you've got the same routine every day, that's fine. But if you're juggling different tasks every day, you're just asking for burnout. So get those thoughts out of your head and onto paper or your computer. And this is why I've created a time-blocking bundle so you can have a clear mind with lots of space for creativity. Since I'm not a fan of traditional time blocking, I've put my own twist on it to keep things interesting. One of the variants includes a side-by-side time block where you can plan out your day beforehand, and after you've crushed it, you can compare how things went. It's like a game where you score points by matching your actual day to your plan. I've also included different variations of time formats for you 24-hour weirdos, and you can fill in your slots in whatever color you like. Plus, there's a handy table for jotting down task types and notes for your future self. These high-quality beauties are perfect for printing and slapping on your wall. Worried about wasting paper? Use a pencil and reuse the same printed piece every day. If printing seems like a hassle, edit directly on Canva. Talk about convenience. And that's not it. You also get a free Notion template with the same planned versus actual day time blocking system. As Notion is more flexible, you also get added sections, making it easier than ever for you to master managing your time. Normally valued at over $10, you're getting all of this for just $1. Yep, even less than your morning coffee. I made it super affordable because mastering your time should be accessible to everyone. You can download these trackers from the link in the description and thank me later when you're living your best life. And for the love of God, if things don't go exactly as planned, don't beat yourself up. Shit happens, and when it does, feel free to move things around. But why does it work? It's simple. Empty time slots are the devil's playground. When you don't have anything planned, you're more likely to get distracted. But when you're intentional, even with fun things, you have control over your time, and you know that you're headed somewhere. You're accomplishing something, which means you're progressing. And to us Homo sapiens, the feeling of progress acts as a fuel, giving us the energy to excel in other tasks. This cycle repeats after each task, making us more efficient than Elon Musk's robots. For the newcomers, let me tell you that on this channel, I dive into things that lead you to immense success in whatever field you're in. And today, you've got one cool trick up your sleeve. So, use it wisely, and don't forget to fill your fun slots by binge watching my videos.